What's going on, y'all? This is Coach Mike D, Mr. Double Down on You. And I want to drop something on you today. The thing that I want to drop on you, and I want you to really to take action on this. I want you to prioritize this. I want you to realize the importance of what I'm going to say, and I want you to realize the importance to a point in which you actually decide to take action. And the thing that I'm talking about, and the thing that I'm going to emphasize, is the importance of making memories. The importance of making memories. You know, when we think about, life, we think about experiences. When we think about looking at stuff and things that are around us, when we think about how we feel, we think about the emotions that are triggered by something that we encounter. When we, process, nostalgia. Like, I don't know about you all, but if you've ever ridden down a street and you almost get this deja vu feeling, right? There was a memory that was triggered by this particular environment or this setting or this feeling or this combination of smell and sight and what you're hearing, and it triggers an emotion inside of you connected to a memory. And the reason I'm emphasizing the importance of making memories is that when you live and when you go through life and when we encounter various situations and circumstances, you know, there are going to be memories that are going to be triggered by the things that you do. So, right now, as we live our lives, we are blessed to have breath in our body. We need to prioritize building and making memories. We need to prioritize building and making memories. And the thing about it, there are certain situations in which you have no control over. So there may be a negative memory or a negative association connected to an experience. Those are things that are completely out of your control. But if we're intentional about creating and making strong memories so that when we have experiences later in life and we have those deja vu moments, we have those things in which we get triggered. Being triggered by something doesn't have to be a negative connotation, right? It doesn't have to be negative. We can be triggered in a positive fashion. We can be triggered to do something awesome. We can be triggered, into joy, right? A lot of times, being triggered is negative, right? Oh, I was triggered, so therefore I lost my cool or I lost my, emotional, centering or whatnot. But the reality is, if we're intentional about building memories and building strong memories, memories that maybe could elicit joy and happiness and, take us to a place in which we're reflective, then I think we have the capacity, if we build enough of those, to have associations as we live life that could be fruitful later on. Because again, we can't control everything. There are situations that are completely out of our control. But for those things that we can control, why not control them in a way that we're building an opportunity for us to have, positive experiences should we have something similar in the future? So, spending time with your family, having conversations, addressing issues, but then having fun, right? Finding things that collectively you all can do together, that you can work through together, that you can build on together. Those are memories. Rarely will you remember a gift or some item, from your childhood, but you can definitely go through and talk for hours about how you felt in a certain situation. Those are memories. But we need to be intentional on building memories. And one of the things that triggered this thought for me was I was recently blessed, my family and I, to go and celebrate the 70th birthday of my father. And so my mom and dad, they did a vacation rental at the beach, and they had enough space for my brothers and their families to all come. And my uncle who lives in the area came, and we were able to connect and eat out and cook out and swim and go to the beach. We made memories. See, it was interesting. This experience with, my side of the family at the beach triggered the experience that I had, a few of the times that we went to the beach when I was growing up. And it was like this nostalgic moment. And, especially when your toes are in the sand and you hear the ocean waves and the sun is beaming and you're seeing the seashells and all of that, it triggered those joyous moments from the experiences I had as a kid. And those were able to connect to the experiences that my family and I just recently had. So I said all of that to say, let's be intentional about creating memories. Yes, we want to create generational wealth. Yes, we want to, have a nice place to live and drive nice cars and, blah, blah, blah. We want to do all of that, right? But I think it's more important for us to prioritize creating memories, creating instances that will be talked about for years to come. When there's a monumental event that happens, you never forget it, right? And that can be something bad, but that can also be something good. I heard it's a brother named Myron Golden. He said every piece of bread or every slice of bread has two sides. A lot of times we want to, again, trigger. When you hear the word trigger, you're thinking negative, but people can be triggered in a positive direction too, triggered into kindness. It's not always triggered into something negative, but focusing on being intentional about creating memories will have that lasting effect that opens up this window for us to be triggered into positive associations with things that we go through in life. So, to all those that are watching this, my challenge to you right now, go make some memories. All right. Well, y'all be blessed, well, and wise. It's Coach Mike B, and I'll holler at you.